Mind that bird. The day the impossible learned to fly in the world of horse racing, dreams are often measured in bloodlines, million-dollar barns, and expectations written long before a horse ever touches the track. But on a cloudy day in May 2009, one small, overlooked horse rewrote the meaning of belief. His name was Mind That Bird, a name few remembered before the Kentucky Derby, and one the world would never forget after it. Mind That Bird was never supposed to be there. He wasn't bred in luxury. He didn't come from the grand stables of Kentucky royalty. He was trained by Chip Woolley, a soft-spoken man from New Mexico, far from the glamorous heart of American racing. While other Derby contenders arrived in Louisville by private planes, Mind That Bird made his journey in a humble horse trailer, driven through long highways, dust, and doubt. He arrived thin, underestimated, and dismissed. The betting board said it all. 50-1 odds. To most people, those numbers were a warning, don't waste your money. To others, they were a joke. Commentators barely mentioned his name. Fans focused on the powerful favorites, the polished champions, the horses born for greatness, but horses don't read odds. On race day, Churchill Downs was alive with noise, color, and expectation. Over 150,000 fans filled the stands. The air was thick with pressure. When the gates opened, Mind That Bird broke slowly, immediately falling to the back of the pack. For a moment, it looked like the experts had been right. Then something changed. Jockey Calvin Borel, known for his fearless riding along the rail, felt something special beneath him. Instead of panicking, he trusted the horse. He guided Mind That Bird to the inside, where others were afraid to go. Inch by inch, stride by stride, the small horse began to move. He slipped through gaps no one else saw. As the favorites battled each other, Mind That Bird flew past them like a whisper turning into a roar. The crowd gasped. Commentators raised their voices in disbelief. And suddenly the impossible was happening. Mind That Bird wasn't just catching up. He was running away. By the time he reached the stretch, he was clear. Not by a nose, not by a head, but by nearly 7 lengths, one of the most shocking victories in Kentucky Derby history. Silence fell for a heartbeat. Then chaos. Cheers erupted. Hats flew into the air. Tears rolled down faces. A 50-1 long shot had just won the Kentucky Derby, tying the second biggest upset in race history, alongside Giacomo's victory in 2005. For Chip Woolley, it was more than a win. It was validation. Years of hard work, financial struggle, and being ignored by the racing elite melted away in that single moment. For Calvin Borel, it was proof that instinct and courage still mattered. And for Mind That Bird, it was the moment the world finally saw him, not as an underdog, but as a champion. He had been doubted at every step, too small, too weak. From the wrong place, with the wrong people, yet he ran with heart. Mind That Bird didn't just win a race, he gave hope to dreamers everywhere. He reminded the world that greatness doesn't always arrive with applause. Sometimes it comes quietly from the back of the pack, waiting for the right moment to fly. And on that unforgettable day in 2009, Mind That Bird didn't just run the Kentucky Derby. He defied destiny.